Yo, you have no idea how much I hate this language, Python. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a Flask application using Python. Yay! Yeah, the amount of excitement I say this thing back like I actually know what I'm talking about. So we're first going to need a database, right? So I'm going to introduce you to something very nice I often use for my DB. It is called Firebase. Yeah, a lot of people know me for using this Firebase thing. It's actually very, very, very useful, especially for cases where you want to build a very quick on the go application. I often recommend that you build using Firebase. So this is the one I built before. Just gonna go to the home page so you all can see. Don't worry, I'll link everything in the description below. You're not gonna be trouble about anything, right? So this is me. I'm back again, another video, Spanish and AI, and we're gonna build something amazing today. So we start here. We're just you click on the create project thing. So we're gonna give your project a name. My project is Flask 101. Oh yeah. All right, it actually goes through. I don't need all these A/B testing things, so I'm just gonna turn it off. If you want it, you can turn it on. It doesn't really do much other than the fact that Google can see your applications and shit. You create your project, so it's gonna now start creating. So as it's creating, I'm just gonna show you all the other things you guys need. You're first gonna need Python, which you get from python.org. It's the website. Welcome to Python.org. So the version I'm gonna be using is gonna be, I don't think it's the latest version, but you can download the latest version and probably use whatever you wanna use. So there's a little thing I want you guys to look at here. Say CMD. Gonna open this. Once you have a command prompt open, it's gonna zoom in here so I can actually see, and you guys can actually see. Um, so yeah, we have the command line open. What do we do here again? Oh, we say Python dash dash version. So once you hit enter, it's gonna tell you the Python version you have on your machine. So you should be able to do this once we have installed Python in this website I gave you. Like I gave you the link, I'll definitely link it in the description below. Come here to downloads and then you download the version of Python you want. In this case, you can see the different versions here, the release schedules and all that shit, yada yada, and then here you can pick the version you want. Me, as you guys saw, I already have this version Python installed, so I'm not gonna look into other versions. I like this version because most of my projects actually revolve around this version. So other than that, let's get this thing out of the way. We go back to our Firebase. See, our project is already created, which is not what I like. Let's see now we got. So Firebase kind of acts as your database, as I said before, but it's different in terms of the database you might be used to, like your SQL, your MySQL, your PostgreSQL. This one acts in a very non-relational way, meaning it's a non-relational database. So you might actually watch one of my videos. I was explaining how does SQL work. SQL is more or less a relational database, not like Firebase, since Firebase is non-relational, meaning that here the primary keys are not necessarily numbers, but they are strings, which does offer a little bit more security. So before we get into anything, we're gonna turn on our authentication. So here's the fun part about Firebase. Here, you don't have to worry about login, all that shit. This thing does it for you. So all you have to do is just come here and then get started on your project. So you're gonna click here on authentication. Usually, there's different things you can pick here. There's email, Google, all that shit, yada yada. Me, I just like the simple one, email and password. For this little thing, I'm just gonna click enable, gonna click save, then you have email and password enable, right? Okay, cool. We have this. Now I want a database. I want something to store my data. I'm gonna use the Firebase Firestore, right? So the Firestore, that's where the non-relational part actually starts kicking, because it uses JSON files. It uses something like a JSON type of format to store your files and to kind of store everything you are doing. You're gonna see as we create it. So look here, what it does. It says create database, right? So you click here on create database. It's gonna start loading. Pick a location. Today I'm gonna go with Taiwan. I'm gonna go next. So I always start in production. I urge you to start in production as well, because here we got no time to be testing, nigga. We developing for real this time around. So we're gonna go create. After that, just gonna wait for it to load up, do this crazy shit. So while waiting for the DB to create, I'm gonna show you something else we need and we're gonna use. It is called the VS Code, right? So VS Code, Python, Visual Studio, you can see there's tutorials on this thing if you wanna get started in terms of how do you use Python and VS Code. Me though, I'm not gonna be going through these whole tutorials because I'm a magician already. I already know how this thing works around. But you can come here, you can download Visual Studio, click in this thing. Shit is just gonna go nuts for you. Everything's just gonna be laka and nice. Even with the other things there. Well, I'm sure that thing is done now. Whoa, we have a collection. So just gonna go here to our rules, just so that everything we do doesn't have any issues. We're just gonna come here, we're gonna set it to true. We're gonna set everything to true here, and then you click publish. After clicking publish, your application or your database is gonna be up and live. So you can come view your data here. You have indexes here. We're gonna use indexes a bit later on, and there's composite index, there's single field index. There's a whole bunch of these things, and they do a whole bunch of different things. After that, you have your disaster recovery. I don't even use this thing, but I think you use it if you're on the place plan. So for this tutorial, I don't think it's gonna be important. You can also ask Gemini how to get started with this thing, which is a very neat thing. Let's just click here, get started, so you guys actually know the database we're going to be working with here. Uh, see, create firebase rules. So you see the rules I was changing that side. Do not change the rules. Take rules from AI and put there. It's gonna fucking blow your application to smithereens. What I prefer is that. Okay, sorry, I cannot provide rules that allow public access to data. Okay, provide rules with what do I say? With private access, yeah, because it doesn't want all this public bullshit. So it's gonna provide rules with private access. You can take these rules and put them there, but I do not urge you to take them at this moment as you are still learning. Oh, great. So this thing is just dumb. Yeah, never trust Gemini. It's a great one. So you can add a DB as well. You can do all sorts of things. But I think we are done with the Firebase tutorials right now. The only thing left is to show you how does one actually add a project to Firebase. So you can add an Apple project. You can add an Android project if you're building an Android studio. You can add a web one. You can add a Unity one. You can even add a Flutter one. So there's different cases, almost with different things. This thing caters for almost everything. If you know this DB, I'm telling you, no one's gonna be able to stop you in the development industry. So we're gonna go here to web. Once we get to web, we're gonna now name our web application, motherfuckers. So this one is gonna be Flaska 101. I register the app. After that, you're gonna get the Firebase SDK, which I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna show you. It's this code here. You're gonna go, you first take this guy, you install them, whatever you're using. So this usually uses JavaScript in a sense, but we're gonna make it use Python this time around. Stay with me, relax. I'm cooking something here. And then, fuck, I showed you all my rules, but fine, I know some of you are dumb, you're gonna get it. After this, you should be able to be good enough. So I'm gonna go into Visual Studio, or better yet, I'm gonna make a sample repository for you guys, and then I'm gonna show you all how you can clone that sample repository from GitHub. And then it's gonna be basically like a starter project, so you guys don't actually have to start from scratch, but you will basically do everything necessary that you would need to learn Flask. Okay, thank you very much. Let's get down to the next part of the video.
What's up, YouTube? Okay, so right now we are moving to I would say the second part of the video. I know I said I was gonna do some Python, but I decided to start with the language I actually love and actually enjoy coding, and that is Java. So first, we're gonna start off with Firebase, building a mobile application, right? So This is a mobile app built by Android Studio. See, it's an app I was previously working on. I was trying to crack it as an aviator thing. But we're not gonna be here, so let's say we're gonna come here and where's this thing? Gosh, no, there's version control. So I can create a thing and get up. Fine, I'm just gonna say new projects, then import project from version control. I'm gonna pick it up. It's gonna want me to log in. Then just say authorize and get up. Then it should kind of wait, and then shitty girl. All right, so I think I'm logged in. Nice, cool. I'm gonna put my gosh. What happened to that thing? We never copied it. That's crazy. Okay, so this is the projects we're using. Is it public? Yeah, it's a public project we're using. So it's just a booking system with the firebase booking and kind of like everything. So I'm just gonna be building things like this or showing you things like this. So you just come here, you clone. Okay, simple. Just copy paste this thing, hit clone. Right. This thing is gonna start loading. It's gonna start doing stuff. We're gonna click on trust projects. This window. Yeah, so now it's gonna begin the cloning process. It's gonna do all these things it has to do. So it kinda has to finish importing and finish doing all the guideful things. Let me take a bite out of my food. I was thinking of making coffee actually. Oh no, should I? I think I should make coffee. Or buy coffee. I don't know. One or the other. The latter, most likely. Mm, interesting thing. You know when you do this thing, it never ends well. But hey, we do what we have to do. So before we actually continue, let me show you what the repo is like. In a sense, what you expecting to get. So we're building a system similar to this. It's not 100% like that, and my friend David kinda helped me piece out this repository a while back. Even though I would say, wonder what did he even do? Shitty guy. Coming and saying my update. Okay, change something, Date picker. Yeah, David is cooking. He was on something. David, my man. This is how you know you have a pure cookist on your hands. If you see someone with the name David in software development, trust that person. I don't trust them with Flask, eh? Otherwise, you're gonna have your whole thing disarrayed. Yo, the application runs. Yeah, we cooking, we cooking, we cooking. You can safely take this app and go do whatever dumb shit you like to do. So yeah. What I was thinking is, okay, sharp, okay. Sharp. The application runs. Shit is smooth. I'm gonna try to register now a new account. I'm just gonna say in the menu at shitty thing. That's amazing. .com. Alright, so this is my email. I'm just gonna make a password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. It's the dumbest password, but fine. Alright then, so we have the register working. Let's see if it actually works. Click on register. So I didn't put any loader buttons. Now I'm realizing that, and I'm like, shit. So already it's successful. So it gave me some toaster messages. That's a good sign. Now I have to retype it. Was not willing to do that. Oh, nice. Alright, so this thing actually remembers. So this thing actually behaves like a phone. That's crazy. Alright, and then you log in. See that there's a password viewer thing as well. I think just have to wait for it or something. Yeah, just wait for it. It's gonna come. Like after a few minutes. Hey, this was not the best auth system built, but hey, you do what you gotta do. Alright, so this was the booking thing. From here, there's no reason for me to show you all this, but I will for the sake of it. So just select a date for you all. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, that's my booking adapter. My dialogue is in. Select time. I think this laptop is actually slow in running Android Studio. Maybe that's because the first application I'm ever running Android Studio. I'm just gonna say I have a flu. Yeah, I have a flu. Then I'm just gonna book appointment. Oh yeah. So right now we Gucci. Yeah, it's gonna send an yeah, you saw that. Alright then. So now what you guys need to do is shit, how do I go backwards again? Yeah, I did not think this application through, did I? Oh, there's the backwards thingy on the phone. So just go back again. Alright then. So now I wanna sign in as this admin fella. Where do you get his details? Yeah, there he is. So you come here on login activity. You take this, you put it here. Take this again, put it here. Say login. What did I just tell you? This is the booking we just made. Here you can view your accepted bookings type shit. And then here you can view your declined bookings as well. Alright then. So if I accept a booking here, it should appear as an accepted booking, right? So I accept, voila. There's no more pending bookings. So this is a fully working booking mobile app system. It's very similar to one we made back in the day where it was about what was it about again? It was about booking, but for DUT. It was like a DUT mobile healthcare clinic. And we actually sold it off to a whole bunch of people. So there's a hidden feature here that if you're patient, you're gonna see. So right after you do like the whole booking thing, it kind of prompts you now to either send an email or send something else. I ain't gonna show that here though, but it's in the code somewhere. You'll see once you clone the thing yourself. But this one is taking too much time. I don't like slow stuff. But again, I'm just gonna wait it out because you all are my cheese, shit like that. I'm just gonna skip to it. Also need to have breakfast now. Dog's like 7 a.m. in the morning.